the new AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation, right? And on the table with us is a pair of AirPods Pro 2nd gen.
And AirPods Pro 1st gen.
Not necessarily for comparison's sake, but more so just looking at what maybe could have been. Like,
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. How do you feel about them?
I mean, honestly, I was excited when I saw the announcement.
Mm-hmm.
I remember thinking, it's happening. We're finally getting what we've wanted for years. AirPods Pro 3. And it didn't happen.
That did not happen.
And it did not happen.
That did not happen.
Don't get me wrong, though. Even though that's something that I've been waiting for and expecting and kind of hoping, just because I want to upgrade my 1st generation AirPods Pro. The 4th generation AirPods, it's a very welcome upgrade. It has so many changes. It has so many new features that honestly should have been on the 3rd generation already, but now they're here. And I'm excited about that. Even though it's a product that I'm not going to specifically buy for myself, seeing it out there and seeing that it's available for the base model AirPods, 100%. I like it.
Yeah, they do look very different from the AirPods 3rd generation. I was about to say AirPods Pro, but they look very different from the 3rd gen AirPods. Right. They've been slightly redesigned, right? They're a little bit more angular compared to last year's model. And that is because Apple is trying to incorporate active noise cancellation.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So with the standard AirPods, there is no silicone tip at the end, which is one of the components typically required for buds to create a good seal for noise cancellation. There's other stuff that goes into it too, but that one's pretty crucial.
Right.
So when there is no silicone tip, it has to be angled to try to create a nice seal whenever it sits inside your ear, right? And I mean, that's kind of the big compelling feature I feel like this year, right? So there's a redesign, and then for one of the models, because you can buy it without active noise cancellation, for one of the models there is ANC.
And I think they were able to do a really good job with that, especially because there's no need for a rubber tip. On their website, you'll see that when you compare the models, they claim that it's twice as good, or the AirPods Pro 2nd gen are going to be twice as good as the normal AirPods Pro with noise canceling or the 1st generation AirPods Pro.
Yeah.
We tested it. We do have all the models, so we were able to test the noise canceling on each of the AirPods. But we were not able to replicate the claims because even though the noise canceling on this is amazing, for the fact that you don't have a rubber tip in your ear, it's not half as good as the AirPods Pro. The AirPods Pro are at a different level. Like when you even if you're not listening to music, AirPods Pro, you can't hear anything. But on this one, there's stuff around you and you know where it's coming from. You can hear it clearly. It's going to be lower at a lower volume for sure, but it's going to be completely recognizable. And even with the AirPods Pro 1st generation, that's not as comparable either, because the AirPods Pro 1st generation have a better seal. So the noise canceling on those are going to be better than the AirPods 4. The naming is crazy.
Yeah, there's way too many of them to keep up with now.
Point is it's great and it's acceptable, but it's not going to be what you expect on the AirPods Pro level. And that's fine because there's no rubber tip, right? Now, you do have the normal transparency mode. You have the adaptive transparency, which is great. That's honestly the probably most feature that I would use in the conversational awareness, which it's kind of annoying at times. But if you're listening to music and you have that conversational awareness enabled and someone talks to you or you talk to someone, it'll lower the volume. Before you even try it, I would consider not turning it on in the first place. But that's just for you.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to sound quality is something that because we had all the models and we can compare directly to the older ones or the different level with the pros, we can be a little more critical with the quality that we're getting. The good thing is that if you were to put them on an equal, yes, they're better than the pros. The pros have a better seal, so that allows you to appreciate the audio better. But the sound is better than the pros because of the drivers. But the AirPods 4 are not going to be better than the AirPods Pro 2, and that's expected because it's not a pro level headphone.
Yeah, I was about to say that's expected. As far as my particular use case scenario goes with the 4, so this is how I've been using them. I used to, for both the office while I'm working and the gym.
Right.
I was AirPods Pro 2nd generation.
All the time.
Right? Just for the sake of testing, for some time now, I've been using the AirPods 4 in the office. Right. Just to see how it would do in an environment where you might have 4 or 5 or 6 people sitting next to you. There might be multiple people taking meetings at multiple times.
Right.
Just to kind of see how it would balance out an office environment, because the gym I normally go to in the afternoon, it's very packed.
Yep.
right? It's very packed. So in my mind, I was like, let's start it off kind of like on easy mode in the office. And then if it does super, super well, like if I'm wowed, then I'll take it to the gym and see how it does.
Yeah.
It did okay, like in the office, right?
Yeah.
Like it did okay. It was able to block out a pretty decent amount of people. I would say if you're in a super crowded space, you probably will get some more noise in, and it's going to depend on how well they fit you, right?
That's very true.
The active noise cancellation on these AirPods are going to depend on how well they sit in your ear and just strictly from the physical aspect of the headphones, how much of a seal they create in order to cancel out noise.
And that's one thing that the rubber tip allows you to have, because you can change those tips depending on the size of your ear and the shape. So you can change the sizing to get that perfect seal.
The perfect seal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something to bear in mind if for whatever reason you're shopping the regular AirPods 4. Right? They're designed for one size fits all, but that's never going to really apply for everybody.
Yeah.
Right? There are definitely some people where these won't even stay in their ears whenever they put them on. Right? And even for me personally, right? Like, I don't know about you, but for me personally, whenever I would have them in, it always kind of felt like they were on the verge of falling out.
Yeah.
But if I shook my head, they weren't falling out. It was a weird kind of feeling.
And that's the thing, same for me. I remember when I first tried them on, I felt like they were in all the way in, even though they were. But I shook my head like my brain was coming out, and the AirPods stayed in place. So they're not falling, but it feels like they're about to, which is weird.
Yeah, and then we do also have some other cool features, right? Like physical features on here, right? So there is a little cutout on the stem that makes it look like it has all of the touch features that you'd find on the Pro.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It only has the force feature. Like, not like Star Wars, but you can actually like squeeze it, right?
Yes.
You can squeeze the stem in order to like play pause music, adjust like your like noise cancellation versus transparency mode and stuff like that, like your listening mode. And you can also do it to like answer and hang up phone calls.
Right.
But you can't slide up and down the stem in order to like raise your volume or lower the volume, right? So it's going to be all force sensitive features. Right? Like
Not
Anakin
Star Wars,
Skywalker.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Now, internally, we do have the Apple H2 chip as well, which puts it on par with the AirPods Pro.
100%.
So that's great to see. And then, like, should you care, all of the Siri features.
For those Siri fanatics.
Yeah.
I know you're out there. There's not that many of you, but I know you're out there.
Yeah.
Now, because of the change of the design, one of the things that it's great, but it comes with a sacrifice, is the fact that now the AirPods are more compact.
It's so compact.
It fits great in your pocket. It's travel size. If anything, it's the perfect size. But there comes a caveat, which the battery life. The battery life is affected on this one. If you look at Apple's website, you lose a battery or an hour on battery life, even without the noise canceling on the AirPods, which it might not be the end of the world, but it's something to consider for sure. Because if you're someone that uses them all the time and you want to use them for a long period of time, you wanna check and see how long they last, because they might not be exactly what you need them for before you have to charge them again.
Yeah. The one of the metrics that I think back to while I was using it is in the office, noise cancellation on. A Zoom call for about an hour and 15 minutes took the headphones from full to about 74%.
Yeah.
That's about an hour and 15-minute Zoom call.
Yeah.
Right?
And that makes sense. That lines up.
Yeah. But I'm with you in terms of the pocketability and how compact the case is. It's super sick. Now, let's talk about the kind of like, I guess, the awkward spot that these are in, and that's the price.
And you know what's funny? I don't even think this is Apple's fault. I think Apple priced them reasonably fair.
If they're going to sell them full price forever, sure.
Exactly. And that's the problem, because it's not even up to them. It's like other retailers.
Right.
So
we mentioned earlier, there are two versions of the AirPods 4. Okay? One that comes with noise cancellation and one that comes without it.
Right.
The one that comes without it is $129.
$129.
Right? And the one that comes with it is $179.
$179.
So you pay $50 more for active noise cancellation, which is great if the AirPods Pro 2nd generation always stayed at the price point of $249. Right? Because we checked multiple retailers. At least this is just here in the States. We can't speak for every country.
What is today?
Today is
November something.
The 14th.
There you
right?
go.
As of November 14th, this is pre-Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
AirPods 4 with noise cancellation, $179. Right?
$179.
Yes. AirPods Pro 2nd generation USB Type-C, $189 brand new at Target, and Best Buy, which will ship to your door here in the States.
For free.
Yeah. So it's a really awkward spot in that if you do not care whether or not your headphones come with the silicone tip,
right,
you can pay $10 more and get the vastly more powerful, capable, better sounding, better noise canceling AirPods Pro 2nd generation. Or you can spend $10 less and get the AirPods 4. Not that they're bad headphones. They're really, really good headphones. It's just with the way that the Pro 2s are priced, this is the better buy if you are comfortable having the silicone tips in your ear. If you're not, then these are still going to be a great buy for you for your Apple products. 100%.
Yeah, and I think that's the only reason someone would go out of their way to buy specifically the AirPods 4 with noise canceling. It's because of the noise or the rubber tips.
Yeah.
Because I've met many people that don't like the rubber tips and they stick to the normal AirPods because of that sole reason. So now you have the ability to have AirPods without the tips and with noise canceling. So you have the best of both worlds for you.
Yeah.
And if you're one of those people, go ahead. It is a great pair of headphones and they're amazing. You're not going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Now, please let us know what you think. If you have the AirPods 4, let us know. Depends on the version. Let us know what you think. If you're thinking of upgrading, if you have an older pair of AirPods, if you have a different brand of earphones, let us know. Just drop it in the comments. Share it with your friends. Subscribe, like.
All the fun things.
I ran out of et ceteras, but yes, all the things.
Yeah.
And make sure you stay tuned because there's a lot of content coming up. The holidays are coming up, so it is going to be busy, but we can't stop. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to bring down and review for you guys.
Regular AirPods wearers, rejoice. You now have noise cancellation. Love to see it.
Long overdue.
Love to see it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Till the next one.
Peace.